The little Melba. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't begin to.
Well, for a start, it means 200 a year. That's interest on 5%, on 5,000 to 4%. Mind you, I do a bit better. I get 6.
6, Melba?
Just because you're a great artist doesn't mean you shouldn't know about these things.
But I'm not a great artist.
It's part of being a great artist. It's your special party trick.
But I'm not a great artist. Yet.
Quite.
Melba, I feel so awful about this. I don't want you to do it.
What do you want or do not want? Matters very little from now on. As you know, this is to be my last season at Covent Garden. My last season anywhere, come to that. And you are the one who is to follow after. I have so much to teach you. I want to show you my world.
But I've glimpsed it already. I read about it all the time. You get very good coverage in Australia.
I get very good coverage everywhere. What do they say?
They say that your path is strewn with roses.
Roses? If I'm lucky, they stick them in a vase on top of the machine.
What machine?
Me. And shall I tell you something, Stella? Keeping that machine ticking over is 90% of a prima donna's work. We are an industry. We keep men in work.
I see. I have an awful lot to learn.
Yeah.
But, well, you're so different from what I you did. I mean, when you sing. When I first heard you sing at the Melbourne soiree, you seemed like a creature from another world.
I am a creature from another world.
Yet here you are, so very much a part of this one.
And you...
People are saying you are almost divine. But you talk about interest rates and newspaper coverage and sticking vases on top of machines.
And you think the two don't go together, the worldly and the divine. You're right, you do have a lot to learn. You can't have one without the other. The one leads to the other. You've got to have the voice, yes. But after that, Stella, after that, divinity comes through everyday things. Like reading the small print in your contract and checking your billing and seeing your position is secure.
But surely your position is secure?
Yes.
As safe as houses.
Safe as one house. Covent Garden Opera House. Well, what was it?
What was what?
The reason you were banging on my door.
Oh, you have a visitor. A very odd young man has arrived.
It's early.
You mean you're expecting him?
That very odd young man is Mr. Nichols. Mr. Beverly Nichols. He's a genius, they say.
Madame, for the chance of this meeting.
I do hope you're not a flatterer.
No, just a genius.
The only genius I ever knew was Caruso, and he was a fool.
You can't be both, Madame.
If you're a genius and you talk about it, you're a fool, Mr. Nichols.
Not in my case.
Then sit down, boy, before I'm overwhelmed.
I took the liberty of bringing you something from my garden.
Oh, how kind.
Forget-me-nots.
No one ever does, from what I hear. I said, sit. You know why I brought you here?
The summons is sufficient in itself.
I'm after someone to do my biography, and I really must tell you, I'm full of admiration for your latest publication. So vital, so alive. I like your title, 25. But aren't you rather young to be looking back already? Or are you a biographer at heart? Biography is such a special art. There are lots of young up-and-coming writers. Michael Arlen, Scott Fitzgerald, Noel Coward. So come on and give me 25 good reasons why you should be the one who's hired.
Oh, Madame, the authors that you mention are worthy of attention. They've plays in every theatre and books on every shelf. But if you want your life well written by a Boswell or a Lytton, then let me recommend myself. Supposing your biographer was Noel Coward, I'm sure he'd give you almost all that you require. But later you'd discover, after he'd been fired, that I could do it better. Although he might exceed your most ambitious hope, the vortex would be sure to give him lots of scope for hinting that your loving son was hooked on dope. Yes, I could do it better. Supposing you engaged, he did sit well. You wouldn't fit well into a facade. She'd have you singing Home Sweet Home through that bogus megaphone. And I doubt if you're that avant-garde. Unless, of course, you'd like to try Miss Gertrude Stein, who's so advanced that no one comprehends a line. I don't admire the style, but then her style's not mine. I do it so much better. Yes, I can do it better. Sugar plantation and the married life you forsook. I'm sure that humid and sultry situation would suit a certain famous writer's book. You walked out on your husband in a tropic storm. The bungalow was leaking and the drinks were warm. The whole affair is ready-made for willing more. And much to like the letter. No, I could do it. There's nothing to it. Yes, I could do it.
Don't tell me, dear boy. I know.
Better. I've already begun.
Then I think you should move your things in this afternoon.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I have a flat in Pimlico.
Sell it, lease it. I don't care what you do with it. I want you here.
But that might not be practical.
I have a trunk over there, full of mementos and programs and things. After that, there are 17 more. I think your place is fair, don't you?
As you say.
Oh, and I'd like you to get the words prima donna in as much as you can.
Prima donna?
You know where you are with words like prima donna. Oh, and by the way, I'm known as Milady by the servants. It has a ring of truth when heard around the house. But you may call me Madame.
Then prepare yourself, Madame.
Prepare myself? What for?
For a meeting with immortality.
Immortality, he said. What a clever boy. That's exactly what I had planned, and it cannot be denied. Mr. Nichols can provide a more or less acceptable brand. A book that takes a look at all the highlights of my career. A book that can be read when I'm no longer here. Immortality, of course, is exceptional, but then I am exceptional too. would be easy to believe, witty and worth one's while. I'll tell him what to say and what not to say, and he can give it style. The nights of triumph and the great reviews are what I want to see. I don't want the man of the written corpse at all. No bloody waltz of all for me. Immortality is a great consequence, but it gives one a certain rich laugh. And the notion that one's faith could achieve undying fame has undeniable charm. After all, a little touch of immortality never did one any Georgie! Oh, Georgie!
I just got in today. I thought I'd look you up.
Why didn't you let me know?
Well, I thought you might be busy or
Oh, I
something.
know to. Stella, I'd like you to meet George Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong?
Say hello to Miss Palmer. She's staying with me just now. But why she isn't practicing, I do not know.
Pleased to meet you, miss.
Well, oh, what are you owing for,
A
girl?
telephone message came for you from Signor Forzano at the garden. He says, as you've been away for so long, did you want to go and inspect your dressing room?
Bugger the dressing room.
Yes, Melba.
Deploy to get me to his rehearsal. Do you hear?
Yes, Melba.
Now, Georgie, where have you been?
Oh, New Zealand, Canada, working my way around.
Working? You could have written.
I'm not very good at that sort of thing.
You can read all about me in the papers, but where can I learn about you?
Well, there's not much to know, except for maybe,
Even prima donnas get letters.
There was something else, Madame.
Yes.
From Signor Forzano.
Yes.
He said Signora Del Monte is undergoing her first rehearsal at the garden, and if you are willing to attend, she would be more than happy to pay her respects.
Did he say respects?
The word he used was homage.
Stella, I think it's time I introduced you to the garden.
But why can't Toto Del Monte come here?
Toto Del Monte is joining me in my season to play the parts I'm not too fond of on the less important nights.
Exactly.
If she were to come here, there'd be no one to see us. If we go to the garden, we shall make a moment in history. Shall we go, Georgie?
I'll call the car for Mr. Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong is by way of being a relation, Stella. He will take his exercise with us.
I'm sorry.
George is my son.
Your son?
A long time ago, I was married. It didn't last. I was a child bride, of course.
Is anyone there, Signor?
I'm here, Signora.
It is very dark, Signor. I am looking for my repetiteur.
I am here, Signora. You want a chord?
I am almost afraid to begin.
You have nothing to fear, Signora. Nothing at all.
Now.
came to the garden.
It isn't. It is Melba.
Tetrazzini was singing then. Poor Tetrazzini.
Who talks of Tetrazzini in the presence of Melba?
I want you to meet my protege, Stella Parker.
Oh, charming. Madame, I come to kneel at your shrine. I come to beg for advice.
Advice?
I need to know about grace. I need to be lifted into immortality.
Well, perhaps a little pointer or two. Perhaps a little privacy. You mustn't be too flashy.
I do not understand.
Holding on to your high notes and things like that.
But, madame, you do that.
Oh, but I am Melba. It is expected of me. The way they look forward to those red wigs of yours.
My wigs.
You always did Lucia in a bright red wig. It was the talk of La Scala.
No. It was the joke of La Scala.
Oh, well, I should go on wearing it if I were you.
That would not be flashy?
No, thing altogether.
They tell me at La Scala I wear too much rouge.
Well, what's the point of makeup? It isn't colourful.
Why are you being so kind to me?
Oh, you concern me.
Then I thank you, Bella Signora. And now, arrivederci. I must go eat.
Goodbye, Tetra. I nearly called you Tetrazzini. How silly of me.
Oh, Melba, how could you?
I couldn't help myself. The girl's too much.
But why does she worry me?
Worry me? Toti Del Monte? Well, isn't this something?
I never dreamed I'd have to wade through veggies to get in the place.
And fancy you having to listen to all that caterwauling.
She just likes to sing, I suppose.
Golden rule. Only sing when you're paid for it. Do you mind, Stella? Would you give me a moment?
Anything you wish.
Are things that bad?
No, it's just coming back to this place, I suppose.
Sort of takes a hold of you, doesn't it?
Oh, you can say that again.
But take a permanent hold, you know, George.
Oh, like hair gel.
Oh, I'm being serious. Part of my plan, you see, now you're home again.
Well, I've got something to tell you. I don't know about
Well, no, perhaps you shouldn't know about it just yet.
This is where you're always going off to, I suppose.
In the old days.
Oh, then.
Then?
Oh, then you were like...
What? What was I like?
Well, you're always in a hurry.
Naturally.
And you'd be dressed already in diamonds and things.
Naturally.
And I used to think of the Queen. Or an angel. Oh, you used to sparkle. You used to frighten me when you sparkled so much. You even went on sparkling when I was asleep.
Oh, Georgie.
Before you went out, though, you used to tell me stories.
I remember, I did.
Only quick ones, though, because you never had much time.
Oh, I was on my way here.
But I remember them all. Especially that one about the woman in the garret. The one who coughed a lot.
Yes, me.
That's the one. Always had cold hands.
Frozen, dear. Tiny and frozen.
Yeah. And she died in the arms of the man she loved.
Poor me.
That's what I always used to think.
Comes of being a bohemian, dear.
Yeah, well, if you could just...
A bohemian. So just you bear that in mind. Still, my dear,
Mother!
give me a hand.
I have something to tell you, Mother.
No, before.
Oh, Mother! Why does Mother always make me feel I never want to say a single word? Since I chatted as a child, it's always been children should be seen and not heard. Except, of course, it's all the more absurd. Meet my mother, and you'll soon see what I mean. Children should be seen, never heard. So she ain't gonna listen to what I have to say. When I came all this way to let her know that I'm marrying a girl, and we bought a farm, and we're settling down in New Mexico. So why does mother never let me speak when I've something so important to impart? But she doesn't want to hear, so how can she see what is going on in my heart?
Beverly! I've been thinking, if you must know me at all, you must know me as a mother. A mother first, and then a prima donna.
Oh, but Madame...
No wait until you've met my son. He's not used to it.
Is Armstrong?
You have been doing your research.
Madame's marriage is rather...
Shrouded in antiquity like the rape of the Sabine women.
Let's say it's a bit vague. You
I-
might want it to stay that way.
I married George's father because he let it rain in on my piano. The rain wasn't his fault. I'll grant him that. But he could have mended the bloody roof.
I love family reunions.
And this is one family that's going to stay reunited. Stella, you're one of us now. In your own home, you don't have to stand up. Even for me.
I can smell onions.
Nearly forgot. We've been to the garden.
For fruit and veg.
In that area of town, we are a public figure. Our patronage is expected, and we never disappoint.
Bollinger and Brussels. We can drink to the book.
Beverly, you're my Boswell. I'll raise my glass to that.
And I to the honour of sharing the billing with the Queen of Song.
Billing? What billing?
On the cover, The Life of Melba by Beverly Nichols. My name linked with yours.
Your name?
On the cover, Madame.
I think you are mistaken.
Nothing to be mistaken
The
about.
book goes out under my name, Mr. Nichols. You are a ghost.
Oh, but Madame, that
It was in your contract, in the small print.
I didn't read it.
I should think not. It was an honor to be asked to sign it.
An honour?
And now it's a legal obligation.
From my point of view, of course, it's the perfect time for a meeting of the clan.
Why?
It's your last season. You'll have more time after this. For family matters, I mean.
Why do you say this?
It's billed as your farewell season. But then, of course, you had them before.
You'd better understand that you're here to recall events, not influence them.
But I'm not saying anything new.
We have never given, well, we're not like some people I know. Some people make more of a living out of saying farewell
before.
Not to opera.
I've got the bottle.
But I don't want your word to be doubted, that's all.
No one doubts the words that come from Melba's mouth.
Melba, your name's been seen all over London with
Yes,
the
but
word
it's got-
farewell written beneath it.
But with
in
the
very
words-
large type.
But with-
At least twice.
But with the words prior to world tour written underneath that.
In very small type.
We're not used to this, Mr. Nichols. Perhaps we'd have done better with Godfrey Wynne.
Yes, but he couldn't worship you as I do, madame. I want your voice to be remembered for what it was, not for what it is.
That's enough.
You must excuse me, Melba. I don't know how to talk to an angel. I've never been taught.
Do you know they called me an angel when I sang in Paris? There was a cabal against me in Paris. Now you've got to know these terms. A cabal's when they won't listen to you. But this one was different. This time they turned their backs. But not to worry. I won the buggers round. First they moved a bit in their seats. Then they turned around. And then they started jumping up and down on the stage. And that's when they called me an angel.
I've never been to Paris.
Did I cause a stir in Paris? Why, Toti Dalmonte wouldn't know how. The Duke and I...
The Duke?
French, of the deposed variety. He was Madame's affair.
Hey, look here.
No, George. That's his homework again. Mine too come to that. A young man's always done me good. Better than a throat spray at any time. You know, if that father of yours had known the secret, I might still be the best church. I might still be back on the plantation. The best church choir girl in the world.
I'm a young man on the scene, actually.
What?
I left him behind in Melbourne, but I had a wire this morning, and to expect him tomorrow.
Like hell you are. I didn't bring you here for followers.
As a matter of fact, he's more than that. He's sort of...
You'd better open the bottle, George.
fiancé.
You failed to understand me. You've missed the point of why I brought you here. You haven't grasped the plan.
Champagne.
Not just now, George, but for a lesson in comprehension.
If I might...
This concerns all of you. The three of you and the voices.
Voices?
Doubts, fears.
Fear from you, Melba.
No, from them.
You think you are Nellie Mitchell? Who'll remember you when you're dead, Nellie Mitchell? When you're dead, Nellie Mitchell? When you're just a heap of bones?
I will be remembered. I will be remembered. You come back to life on that.
What was that, madame?
Immortality.
What?
Your word, Beverly. I've made it my own. And you are the three who are going to get it for me. My three gods of immortality.
Melba.
You, Stella. The little Melba. My name on the opera bill even when I've gone. You, Beverly, my biographer. A magician who will preserve my actions on the printed page. Enchanted and complete. And you, George, my son, who will be manager of Covent Garden Opera House.
What?
I wasn't going to say anything for a while, but what's news if nobody hears about it?
But I don't want to.
Just think of it. A Melba in the building after Melba's gone.
My name is Armstrong.
Oh, technicality, nothing less. So there you have it.
A master plan.
In aid of a worthwhile cause.
And what is that cause, Melba?
Some people have the power to fly, to touch the heavens.
And you are one of those?
I am one of those. Such people should be remembered. They are an inspiration, appointed to God.
And you hope to be remembered?
I intend to be remembered. It is my duty, nothing less.
This is all very complicated. I thought we were talking about boyfriends.
We are talking about giving up boyfriends, Stella, in aid of a greater cause.
Which is...
about you.
Oh, about me.
And the season.
Oh, yes.
There it is, page 4.
It's an insult. I don't want to hear any more about it.
Well, it's only about the party on the day before you open.
No, I don't want to hear any more, thank you.
Guess I'll just push off then.
Why don't you stay a while and tell me what you've been doing?
Well, if you do have a moment or two, there is something I'd like to tell you.
Anything, darling, anything. Would you pass me my wrap, please? Oh, it's there.
You see, I had plenty of time coming over on the boat. Time to think.
Your father never did any thinking. I don't see why you should start now.
Well, it was more sort of making plans for the future.
Do you think it's a bit chilly in here?
Chilly? Not really. You see, I'm very fond of the land.
The land? Which land?
Soil, crops, cattle, that sort of thing.
Oh, I see. A day out in the country. That would be nice, but I couldn't manage it just now.
I'm not talking about a day trip to Maidenhead. I'm talking about the future. My future.
No, I don't think it's very appropriate at all. I don't
There's a
want to
very
hear anything
special
more
reason
about
why I
it.
should be thinking about it right now.
No more.
I really think you should listen.
You will still be here, George, when I'm gone.
Huh. And that's supposed to be my future.
Yes, I knew you understood. It's a very important task, you know, carrying on the name of Melba.
My name is
You
Armstrong.
see, I mean, what's the point of having all I've got if you don't leave somebody to carry it on? You see, most people get their happiness out of the climb up, the rungs of the ladder, and all the things like that.
You never were.
But I was never happy until I reached the topmost rung. It's been all right for me up to now, Georgie, but just recently, well, what about my father?
Your father?
David Mitchell, your grandpa. Quite a fellow in his time. Brickworks of his own self-made man.
Yeah. Mitchell Building's in the heart of Melbourne.
Yes, well, that's just it, you see. What am I going to say to him when I get up there?
Up where?
Heaven. I've given a lot of happiness in my time. I would think I'd get there, wouldn't you?
But never dare leave you out.
That's it then. That's just where the trouble's going to start.
Heaven?
Precisely. What am I going to say when I face my father in heaven?
God!
David Mitchell! I know exactly what he's going to say to me. Where are the things you've done, Nellie, that are going to make him mark? He'll point down at his brickworks and his buildings, and I'll have to say, nothing, Papa. Nothing at all. Not even a footprint or two.
But you're the most famous woman in the world!
I'm a voice, or what's left of one. And when you've heard a voice, that's it. It's done, finished. Oh, Georgie, just listen to it. I'm too organized for this sort of talk. Too disciplined. Talking of which, girl, you're late.
I had a bit of trouble boiling the egg.
I didn't realize Stella had housemaid duties.
She does until Saturday as a sort of penance.
He's coming over to join me, Melba, from Australia. It's too late to do anything about it. He'll have already left.
Why should you want to do anything about it?
It's a question of what I want, George.
I don't think
what
that-
I require.
I don't think that's very fair.
Well, what's fair got to do with
Well,
it?
if Stella's got a boyfriend.
I had a boyfriend too, George. Will you leave us, please? I loved him. I loved my Louis Philippe very much.
And I love Billy.
He was the pretender to the French throne. He was a duke.
My Billy doesn't have a title or anything.
But I gave him up because I wanted to be a prima donna. Just like you do now.
And did you cry? Did you weep for him, Melba?
Did I weep for Louis Philippe, pretender to the throne of France? What do you think, girl? The ultimate answer to the feminine dream. What constitutes romance? A handsome duke of Orleans, prince for whom all our French women would yearns. Yes, weep I did, like a kid. Oh, I certainly shed a tear. But of course, one lives by alternative my career. Now when I think of him, I think of all I love and lost, sacrificing love and losing him, and what it cost. Oh, fly as my heart did, high as a star. Somehow I knew when it started that our journey to bliss was a journey too far. And looking back, I see that I was right to cut adrift. Yet long as I may live, he'll always give my heart a lift. We loved and we lived life to the brim. That's what I think of when I think of him. Because I wanted to be a prima donna, just like you do now.
Nellie Mitchell!
Nellie Mitchell! Nellie Mitchell!
Nellie Mitchell!
Who's there?
Folded over under your colleague and your friend. Stella! So you want to be a prima donna?
She wants to be a prima donna.
Yes, I want to be a prima donna. Madam says I must.
Then all you need is just
A lot of personality and quite a lot of brains. Audacity, tenacity, vivacity, sagacity, and infinite capacity for work and taking pains. And you've got to have the grease bent running in your veins.
she'll find it rough.
You'll find it tough.
And the fact you've got a perfect voice is really not enough unless you're blessed with certain qualities that go to make a star. Qualities possessed not ambition, not likely to succeed.
But there's something more important that you need.
Oh, yes?
You need love. You need faith.
And you need to be so ruthless that you'll go to any length to annihilate your rival.
Now she's talking of survival. Survival? There's no blood to need but to take all the cuts and the bruises.
Only two can be in a battle to win, so one of you loses. For she's too young to make a dent in my career.
She's so old, don't you wait. But she's a prima when Americans do Rocky, they shoot her. Or maybe they turn her out to grass.
You need the will. Kill if you're there to survive.
People look out on the journey if you want to stay alive. If you're moving this a journey, then I'd rather not survive. I don't want to be a prima donna. You don't want to? I don't want to be a prima donna. I don't want to. I will fix you. I don't want to. If I fix you, you'll never
Hell with Rome. To bring this silly girl in cost me 700 sterling. I'll be gone if she's going home. She was so
were held up at Tilbury. The last little bit's always the worst.
I missed you. I knew I would, but
Hey, what's all this?
it's Madame.
Melba?
She's been so good to me, Billy.
So what's the problem?
She's got me the house, and she gives me an allowance, and
I can see I'll be marrying an heiress.
she's made me her protege.
I thought she'd want that more than anything in the world.
I feel so restricted, it's like being in a straitjacket. Sometimes I think I won't be able to breathe.
Well, get out. I've got some money and we could...
It's not as simple as that. But you don't know what she's like.
I know what you're like, and that's all that matters to me.
She's made so many plans, just for me. They're calling me the little Melba already.
Sounds more like plans for her.
I can sing. Maybe in time I'll sing like she did. Maybe I do have a duty.
Don't let me stand in your way.
When she's nice, I almost wish... Oh, darling, I love you. No matter how much I love you.
I've come a long way for that. A long way for you, Stella, not a prima donna.
She's not here then, Stella.
No, she just stepped out for a breath of fresh air.
Poor child. So young, living in a house so...
Old?
English, I meant the English.
You know, Stella is Latin for star.
I know nothing of Latin, I am a single.
Yes, you are a singer. I have a weakness for singers.
I did not think you had any weaknesses at all, Madame.
Oh, they still creep up on me unawares. Quite unexpected. I prefer Stella not to have visitors, Signora. It interrupts her concentration. I'm sure you understand.
But she is not here to concentrate.
the moment feel to leave?
One word of advice, madame. Do not keep the young ones on too tight a rein.
For fear of rebellion.
For fear of disappointment and all it entails.
Room 579? Billy! Billy, I told you not to call me here. I've only just left you. What are you playing at? No. No, I can't. If you were in this house, you'd understand. I am trying, really I am. Oh, Billy, I do. You know I do. I've got to practice. You know I've got to, Billy. My career's at stake. I love you, darling. I love you with all my heart. I realize you've come 12,000 miles, but you do stop repeating yourself. Billy, stop shouting. Billy? Melba,
You were just telling him you loved him.
I do love him.
Yes, I believe you do, but Stella,
I love him.
Stella, wait until you see that theatre tonight. Wait until you have a whole city plan its day around your top scene.
Give me time.
And you're loved by not just one man, but hundreds and thousands of people, Stella. Not inside your mind, but there, out there. The theatre's empty, all empty. Doors are open, it starts to fill. At the bidding of the star who tops the bill. When the audience there, you can sense a glow. It's curtain up, and you're there on show. And a moment later, you suddenly know, as a two-way current begins to flow. This is the big affair between you and the people out there. It's none of your new love appointment come true, love just between two affair. This is a bloody great lord and love, a first-rate love affair. When the people are there, there's a two-way flow of love between you and the people out there. And from what I know of love, it pays dividends on your share. There's a current of warmth and affection, sincere and true, flowing in each direction between them and you. When you feel that special bond between you and the people out there.
sure it's nearly dawn.
You can still see the stars in the water.
They'll be opening the park up soon. We don't want the man to catch us.
There's a good half hour yet. Don't know what we'd do if I hadn't found that little gap in the fence.
Good job at both things.
Yeah.
She asked me yesterday, you know, why I was looking so tired. If she knew,
She'd have the park closed down.
she'd think it very wrong. All night in here with you, to say nothing of the night air or my voice.
We've only minutes now. Don't let's talk about it.
I'm sure it's nearly dawn.
She won't be up for ages yet.
Really?
What?
I don't understand it. When it went dark last night, I felt as if the whole world was closing in.
It's light now. Give my word on it.
Everything's different in here, Billy. This is our world. Melba can't get in, and anyway, only you and I know that little gap in the fence. You're right. While I'm still in the park, it's light all over again.
That's because you're with me.
I love you.
I've other considerations, Billy. Not in love, I know, but
Other considerations?
persuasions then. Melba.
Oh. It's all false, Stella. All trick to get you to do what she wants you to do.
Do you think I don't know that?
Why do you let her do it?
Don't treat me like a child. I've something in my head, you know, apart from vocal cords. I've seen through it all, but beyond it all too. Beyond the bruises and the little dangling carrots to the truth. She's a great woman, and she's giving up a part of that greatness to me.
I love you, and I don't know what matters more than that.
Oh, I'm nothing special, Billy.
Special, you're special all over.
I've a voice like an angel, and that's the one thing you couldn't care less about.
I like it when you sing for me. It's the sharing that I'm not very fond of.
But that's my job. Or at least it will be.
Yeah, well, you won't need a job when you marry me.
Marry you?
I'm asking you here and now. May this little bridge
Paul, if I'm not good and true.
I must be getting back. I have to slip in before it's really
You
night.
haven't said yes to me yet, Stella.
I can't say yes, you know I can't.
I've come 12,000 miles, Stella.
Then maybe you shouldn't have bothered.
What?
I've a duty to her. Since I left you in Australia, she's shown me so much. New sights, a whole new world.
What about your duty to me?
Better, she's giving it all up, everything that's ever meant anything to her.
I suppose I've given up nothing.
Billy, she's only doing it because she thinks she's got me. I'm the little Melba. She thinks I'm going to carry her name on.
If you don't love me, you only got to say so, you know.
You know I love you.
Yeah, but you love her more.
I owe her more. It's something I can't forget.
Oh, Stella.
No, Billy, I've been thinking it over, and maybe, for the time being, maybe we should stop it.
What?
This, our bridge, Billy, you know what I mean.
I didn't come all this way for my health, you know.
Don't be difficult, please.
Halfway around the
I've
world.
enough on my plate without you starting to.
All my savings and more
I
besides.
owe her more than money.
You what? Singing and punksy parties and you looking like a
Looking like what, Billy?
gangster's mom?
It's better than a backwards wench in her Sunday best.
Yeah, well, I preferred it when you looked like a backwards wench.
This is my new appearance.
Well, it's out of place.
Not in Melba's house.
Well, maybe you should go back there then.
If that's what you want,
I don't want any part of it.
then what are you going to do?
Throw myself in the water. I'd rather die than go on without you. Diamonds in the water, rubies in the river. If they were real and I could buy them, that's what I would give her. Money from the moon, like a silver crown, floating on a stream, but like a dream it lets you down. Now the breezes wake up If the lake is shaken, a million gems, golden diadems fall apart and break up. Break up like the love that we used to share. Diamonds in the water, slipping through my fingers. Diamonds in the water, no longer there.
How am I to go? How can I be sure? Something in my eyes, something in my eyes, when I love
If the lake is shaken, a million gems, golden diadems fall apart and break up. Break up like the love that we used to share. Diamonds in the water, slipping through my fingers. Diamonds in the water, no longer there.
tomorrow. Oh, Beverly's taking such an interest in the season. The season will help the record, and the record will help the season.
What does it say?
They've forgotten to put a label on it. Dingbats. Now, go and wind up the contraption, and we'll have it on. You can sit like that little dog and listen to your mistress's voice. Well, be careful, you're going to drop it. And don't get your finger marks on. I like to see my face in my gramophone recordings. Prima donna
raise your sights then. Stepping stones are always there to help you climb the hill. Stepping stones elevate one's living standards. Stepping stones anytime you're broke or stranded. Stepping stones can be relied upon to put the bill. Your home is where the best hotel deluxe is. So write your letters from that address. Just mention membership of White's or Brooks's, or that lunch at Knightsbridge Barracks. In the officer's mess, remember stepping stones have great potential, well placed. Stepping stones are influential, you'll find. Stepping stones are quite essential to ensure you don't slip on the dangerous trip. Lend you support should you ever be short. Provide a foothold or a helping hand on the long, 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 long journey to the promised land. I don't mean Israel. Long, 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 long journey to the promised land.
they're shaped like prima donnas. Georgie, darling.
Melba.
You shouldn't call me Melba. Mother would be much nicer.
Sorry, I'm not used to these sort of things. What with having been away and everything.
I just have to sparkle for about 20 minutes and then...
I see.
Why don't you go and have something to eat?
Oh, I've already had some ice cream.
George, that is not ice cream. It is peach Melba. Stella, darling, where are there you are, my dear?
God.
Awful, isn't it?
I should have thought this dude was right up your street.
Maybe I'm not the social butterfly you think I am.
Bet you've never seen one.
What?
A butterfly. There's more of them than people when you work on the land.
You want to be a farmer, I gather?
And what's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. It's just that you don't see many of them in this part of the world, that's all. They don't live on farms. Prima donnas.
Oh, well, I've got my eye on New Mexico. Yeah, New Mexico. If it was only for,
Your mother?
I didn't say that.
Believe me, George, I know your problem. In fact, I suffer from it myself. Not that I'm criticizing her, of course.
Oh, of course not.
It's just that sometimes it's so very difficult.
You say that again. When she hears my bit of news, she'll scream cold murder.
News?
Well, it's the real reason I came back when she called for me. It's a girl.
A girl? How interesting.
Well, we're getting married, you see. She said she'll have me already.
So when's the happy day?
Well, we're not quite sure. It's all a question of,
Yes.
telling Melba. You won't tell anybody, will you?
No, I wouldn't dream of it. But you must.
But that's the point. I just can't get a minute alone with her.
Then maybe I can help you out. I know her better than she does herself, Georgie.
Already?
Already. You must write her a letter.
My own mother?
This is no time to be weak-minded, for God's sake. You'll never get her to listen to you, so where's the choice?
Soon, gentlemen, I shall sing for
But isn't that a bit drastic?
Well, answer me this, then. Do you love that girl of yours? Do you want to farm and be a prima donna's lackey all your life?
Look, I know what I want.
Then it's up to you, not me. It's the only language she understands, Mr. Armstrong. The language of power.
Where's Melba?
Billy!
William, I'm off, my lady. My fiancé.
We'll see about that.
Are you Madam Melba?
Could I be anybody else? It's all right, gentlemen.
I'd like a word with you.
The normal thing is to make an appointment.
I know this is your party.
How clever you when you're not on the guest list.
I know this is your party.
You've known that before.
There's no need to be so rude.
Rude?
There are certain things you're getting away with.
I'm waiting, Mr. O'Rourke.
I don't think you should be allowed to get away with it.
Am I correct in assuming you are referring to Miss Power?
Who else would I be referring to?
Miss Power is in my territory now.
Like hell she is.
She's outgrown you. She's in a different world.
Your world, I suppose.
No singer is in my world, Mr. O'Rourke. But Miss Power is allowed to glimpse it from time to time.
I thought you said you got the voice of an angel.
An angel? Yes.
Then why does she need you?
Even angels are not beyond learning a thing or two.
Only you and that.
A great artist is sometimes allowed to know.
My God, you're full of yourself.
Billy.
Can't you see through it, Stella? She thinks she knows it all. Every rule of the book, every trick of the game.
I don't resort to tricks,
Of course she doesn't, Billy.
but I do know when to break the rules and when to keep them.
My God, you're arrogant.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Then she admits it.
Billy, I'd like to tell you something. I was allowed 2 gifts at birth. A voice. Well, a good singer's not unique, I suppose. But I was also given single-mindedness. Stella has the first gift, but she hasn't got the second. If it's arrogant to help her along in that department, then yes, I am arrogant.
See, well, I can give her all the help she needs.
And that's not arrogance, I suppose.
Oh, I'm not saying I know everything.
Neither am I. Just everything Stella needs to know.
Well, Stella doesn't see it that
Well,
way.
she must be made to.
She's a modest girl.
She'll be an artist. We'll see what she says then.
Like hell we will.
A true artist must never underrate herself, even for you, Mr. O'Rourke. It's the only irrefutable argument I know in the book.
I don't know what
Now I will sing for you. Last one in the music room gets a kiss from Beverly. Billy, I'm going to tell you something.
I'll bet you are.
No, something confidential. Something even Stella doesn't know yet.
If this is a trick,
No, a sort of secret in a way.
I don't like secrets.
Secret with Stella, a sort of present.
I hope she likes it.
Something a singer would give her eye teeth for, if she could do it without affecting her voice. I've arranged an audition for her with the governors of the Albert Hall. Don't kid yourself. They're only doing this because she's my protege. My only protege. But once in front of them, she'll have to earn her time. She'll have to show them she's a prima donna.
And is she?
I owe her the chance to find out. And what's more, so do you.
I think I could stop her if I wanted to.
Oh, I rather think you could. Bursting into someone's house like that's a very virile action. Simply oozes charm. Even I felt a bit of it.
I've no option, have I? I've got to say yes.
No option at all. I hoped you'd see it my way in the long run. You're not an opera man yourself, are you?
Now, I know what I like.
Do you like your fiancée's voice?
I think she sings like an angel.
Only a selfish man would want to keep that voice away from the world.
Oh, I didn't want to.
A conquering voice from a slip of a girl.
She's scared of you, you know, as if you're a creature from another world.
Mine is the voice of an angel too, remember. I am a creature from another world.
Why do you do it, Melba?
Come to the garden tomorrow night and see.
Tomorrow night.
The first night of the season.
Your farewell season.
My farewell season. Yes. Stepping stones, even small ones have their use as stepping stones. Soft replies and good excuses, stepping stones. Like him can sometimes help me on my way. Stepping stones, maybe other people's ways as stepping stones. And they other people's ways as stepping stones. Have often helped to make me win the day. Now Mr. Nicholas has a fine ambition, for which his stepping stone holds the key. I quite appreciate his sense of mission, but I don't appreciate it when he's stepping on me. I'm not a stepping stone to elevate his living standard. Stepping stone for any time he's broke or stranded. Stepping stone. It's time he came and landed back here on earth. If he still wants to burn up in the sky, I'll be glad to supply an elevator with an open door. On a long, 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 long journey to the bottom floor. Oh, Mr. Nichols, long, 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 long journey to the bottom floor.
gathered here together from the corners of the globe at the bidding of the world's most famous diva. She will shortly be appearing in a gem-encrusted robe and put the whole of London in a fever. And those who are unable to get in will feel they have committed the ultimate social sin. Society's only thought is how appalling to be caught in Ainsley man or Baden-Baden, when the only place to be is Covent Garden.
And that's the only place for me.
Don't want to be.
Tonight with bated breath, although they're mostly bored to death, the social world will all be waiting for that famous uvula to start vibrating.
And that's the we've seen before.
I wish the show was up.
Poor Madam Nellie had a cough.
But that, my dears, is hardly cricket. Not when everyone but us has bought a ticket.
Well, I would like to buy one too. To Kalamazoo.
Or even farther.
That's where I would rather be.
You mayn't be all that keen, but still you're being rather mean. If I'm too frank, I beg your pardon, as we're here to cheer the Queen of Covent Garden. This evening, can't we all agree? It's the only place
They are still applauding, madame. And maybe you should take just a one about.
Art of a good performer is knowing when to make your exit.
But you are more than a good performer, madame.
That is why they are applauding. They applauded Senora Del Monte too.
A mere token of respect, madame.
Nevertheless, I think you should send her to me.
Now?
I always mean now, if you would be so kind. For a moment, I thought you hadn't liked me.
Liked you? You made me think I died and gone up to heaven.
Oh, Stella! You have such a lovely turn of phrase. Well now, down to business.
I'm not exactly been idle on your behalf, you know.
You're too good to me as it is.
You're having an audition. They're coming to the house to see you at 3 tomorrow.
Who are?
The governors of the Albert Hall. And you're going to do a concert there.
I can't.
And you'd better make them like you, because I'm not going to be here much longer.
Melba, you'll be with us a long time yet.
I'm talking about down under, not up there.
Oh, Australia. A holiday after the season.
Did I mention holidays?
When you mentioned Australia, I thought...
Well, you thought wrongly. No, I've been puzzling it out, and it would be wrong to say goodbye to London without so much as a by your leave to the international scene.
You're not going to see.
A little tour, farewell tour, I thought, just to say bye-bye.
Melba.
I'm quite jolly about the whole affair.
A concert tour?
Forget the concerts. This one's opera all the way.
Ah, you stand for me, madame, but I should have come.
Totally. You'll simply have to stop this kneeling. Makes me feel like a statuette at Lourdes.
Melba, I really must talk.
Not now, dear. The Signora and I have some little business to discuss. Don't we, my dear?
Do we, madame?
Oh, poor thing, you've been working so hard.
I do try.
It doesn't go unnoticed.
Later on, maybe.
Later on, dear, when I'm free. Come and sit yourself down. You've worn yourself to a frazzle. Well, isn't this your lucky day?
It is, madame.
What a silly girl I am. You don't know what I'm thinking about, do you? You are on my mind.
I am honored, madame.
No. What I mean is, London is London after all, is it not?
Oh, it is, it is.
It is not like Melbourne is to me or Milano is to you.
It is not, it is not.
And to say goodbye to London, sad as it is not like saying goodbye to Melbourne or Milano.
They did not like it when you said hello in Milano, so I should not worry about goodbye.
I am not going to say goodbye to Milano.
They will be glad to do it.
Let me have another go. I am organizing, as you know, this is a very emotional time for me.
Oh, but it is never easy to say goodbye.
But when I say goodbye to Australia, you follow me.
No!
It will be like you saying goodbye to Milano.
I will never say goodbye to Milano.
Let me have one more go. I am organizing an opera tour of Australia. And you are going with me.
Oh, no. It is so far away from Covent Garden.
Exactly.
And so far away from La Scala.
Think of it, child.
Oh.
Melba's farewell tour.
I am thinking of it.
You'll be able to tell your grandchildren. You'll be part of a milestone.
Part of a milestone.
An opera milestone.
Opera milestone.
Marking the great day when you appear with me. Try to imagine what an occasion.
What an occasion.
What an epoch-making moment it will be.
Oh, it will.
You must be very proud.
Yes, of course.
And she does it all with presents. I don't know how she keeps it up after all these years.
She works at it 24 hours a day.
Quite. So you might have followed in the footsteps, Miss Park.
Of course she would. Would you be seated, gentlemen? Shall we begin? I know the reason why. You're expecting his baby, aren't you? He's got you just where he wants you. Trapped in the only way he knows how. Will you leave us, gentlemen? Go and be a little mother. I can't help you there.
I just heard the most unbelievable news. They say Dalmont is going to Australia on a 6-month opera tour.
Yes, she's going with me.
The woman's mad. It'll be like burying herself alive.
Yes,
She might be an idiot, but there's no mistaking the voice.
the voice of an angel.
I see.
I'm not going to hand it to her on a plate. Not my Covent Garden. Not to an angel. She'll be better off down there for a while.
But you'll be retired. Toti won't mutter a damn to you then.
Melba is Melba. Even in retirement. I'm going on the tour myself, by the way.
Yes, you do need a holiday.
Listening to Toti sing will not be a holiday.
You can't bring yourself to do it, can you? You don't know how to make yourself into a real legend by stopping when you should.
Understand me, Beverly. Stella's let me down. She's let me down so badly. When I was getting her all nice and ready for the abdication of...
The Queen of Song.
Stop it! You're wicked, wicked!
The voice isn't enough and you know it.
I could have trained her. I could have made her into a prima donna. If she stops now, she'll throw it all away.
But the girl's in love. As far as she's concerned, there's nothing to throw away. I'd better make arrangements for the trip.
There's no need for that, Mr. Nichols. You're an artist, not my lackey.
If we're going to Australia, we are going prepared.
I'll be leaving your place for my son now. You do understand.
So it's bye-bye Boswell.
I'll release you from your contract. You'll be happy about that.
But you've been a passport to me, Melba. I refuse to go.
You can refuse all you like, but just make bloody sure you're out of here by the time I get back from the garden tonight. I'll give you a recommendation, or anything you
I've
want.
spoken the truth once too often. That's it, isn't it?
I know something you don't.
I should have flattered you, I suppose.
Flattered! Contempt's a form of flattery. It worked well for you up to now. But I know something you don't. I know I can still stand on a stage, still take them with me to another world, still deliver the goods. What's this?
A letter from George.
Why is he writing to me? We live under the same roof, don't we?
I can't think why, madame. Why not open it and see?
My son is getting married. To someone I
You don't even know.
And they're going away. They're going to New Mexico. He's going to be a farmer. And he signed it. George Armstrong.
Oh, you'll be upset now. We can talk later.
There's nothing to say.
I never give up.
Neither do I, Georgie. Neither do I. Now I'm on my own. Now I see it. If that's the way they want it, so be it. I can do without Nichols, that fickle son of a bitch Nichols. I can do without Stella. Without Georgie. Dearest Georgie. The way things are, it seems me, can do without me.
Lost your biographer, have you, Nellie Mitchell?
I have no need of biographer.
Lost your little Melba, eh, Nellie Mitchell?
How can Melba ever be little?
Lost that boy of yours,
I
let's
found
say,
him!
Nellie Mitchell.
Found him! He's his own man now!
Nellie Mitchell, Nellie Mitchell, who'll remember you when you're dead, Nellie Mitchell. You'll know little Nellie when she's gone, gone, gone.
Let me a big boy! Voices in my mind. Why are you haunting me? Constantly taunting me. Whether night and day. Voices in my mind. Why are you haunting me? What have you done to me that makes me want to stay? Let me go! Set me free! Leave me free!
Only one person, Nellie,
What?
can rid you of the voices, Nellie.
Who?
You, Nellie Melba. You, you, you. I like to say at all. It's not my way at all to say goodbye. It's just too final. It's just too sad. Too much like an ending to all the happiness we've had. And so, as we're about to say our last adieu, I'd so much rather use the word farewell, because farewell means fare thee well, may strong wings fare thee well, and take you safely on your way. So it's farewell, my darling.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the president of the society, it's not often I'm stuck for words, but really, we have been given the most wonderful opportunity to do what tonight has been an absolutely marvellous show. The whole society has been proud to do this. The whole of the production team and the whole of the backstage in front of house, I'm sure will receive their thanks at the most appropriate time. But tonight, I have the great privilege of saying thank you to the two men who devised, thought, wrote, did the music for this show. You have shown your appreciation. And all I want to say is to thank Warner Brown and David Heneker for putting their faith in us to do a world premiere of their show, Melba. Ladies and gentlemen, Warner Brown and David Heneker.
wonderful company. It's just the most wonderful thing. That's all I can say. Thank you, everybody.
Wonderful production team and the wonderful Jack Myers.